Hi guys, it's your girl Me-Anie again. All right, so let me go ahead and get some things open so we can get this conversation started. All right, so if you guys were able to join me earlier this morning, fix my dress before I tear it. If you guys were able to join me earlier this morning, I touched on the law of attraction and attracting what you want, and just a brief story on something that I attracted to myself recently. So, based off of that, I wanted to touch on another topic that is kind of similar, and it has to do with, attracting people in your life as opposed to attracting things. So, I've been reading on Instagram. There's a few times that I've been on Instagram as of recently, and I'll see friends posting stuff. Good night, everybody. I'll see friends posting things, and they'll say like, never tell people your plans. And they'll go into say like, people will steal your plans and make it as if their own, as if it's their own. And I mean, that's true for some people. Now, do you guys really believe in keeping your plans to yourself? Meaning, like, if you have this master plan, not sharing it with anybody else until it actually comes true. Do you guys believe in that? The reason I'm asking this question is because a lot of us tend to be really secretive with information and things that we want to do. And I want to say that it's not so much of don't tell people your plans. It's just don't tell the wrong people your plans. You have to be careful with who you share, certain information with, because like with anything, if you share proper information with someone that, has no good intention, they're going to do with it what they like, and it might not be something that'll benefit you in the long run. So I wouldn't say don't tell people your plans. It's just don't tell the wrong people your plans. And the reason I say that is because today, like, after I spoke to you guys earlier this morning, I came back to the room. I was probably downstairs relaxing for maybe a good 2-3 hours. Then I came back upstairs. I crept into the room because I didn't want to wake up the other lady that's here with me, one of my friends that we took a trip together. So I crept back in the room and she happened to be up. So some way, somehow we ended up talking about business. And it was probably like a good 2 or 3 hours, us hopping from bed to bed, because we have two beds in this room. And her, like, she kept hopping over in my bed so she can see stuff that I was doing on my laptop and kind of tell me things. And she just opened my mind to so much. Like, she gave me so much information in a short amount of time. And it's all because we started talking about business and asking each other like exactly what it is that we do in our private, our own personal businesses. And she opened my mind to so much more and gave me so much knowledge to the point where, like, I'm ready to leave the Cayman Islands. Like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to jump into like this business plan. I'm ready to get things up and rolling even more than I already have them as of right now. They're actually downstairs still by the poolside relaxing and everything. And I didn't really want to be a party pooper. Like, as of right now, I'm just totally Cayman out. We went on a tour earlier today to the caves, so I'm kind of taxed from doing that. But I didn't want to be a party pooper, so I came upstairs. I'm gonna have a little bit of a headache, but it was in my spirit to come in and kind of, do this video and kind of talk to you guys. Alyssa Rangel said, I agree. Totally agree. So with that being said, like, I totally enjoyed the conversation that I had with her, because she told me so much about what I need to do, the steps I need to take to kind of take my personal business to the next step and help it benefit me in the long run to, turn things over into being able to get a home, XYZ, just telling her like what I want to do. So that just goes to show you, if you tell the right people your plans, you never know who has knowledge that you do not have, things that they're willing to share with you, because one, they're either going through the same thing or they've been through the same thing, and they have an easier or better way to do it, you know. And so many of the things that we want to do, other people, they've done it before. There's so many people going down the same path, but we don't share what we're going through, so we don't know. You know, we share so much of the negative stuff that when we're trying to do something positive, we don't share that, because we're afraid of the negative flashback and what people will have to say, that we don't know, like, hey, this person just did the very same thing that I'm trying to do, and they can show me an easier route, you know? So like I said before, it's not so much don't tell people your plans, don't tell the wrong people your plans. And the way that you'll figure out if you're telling the right or the wrong people your plans, look at, you know, what their circle is like. Look at the things that they're into. If you have somebody that's talking about nothing but partying, going out to clubs, trying to look fly, spending money on the latest Apple iPhone, Apple Watch, Gucci this, Gucci that, but they don't have a simple business plan. They don't know what their 3, 4, 5-year goal is going to look like. They have no aspirations to owning a house. They're fine with renting or living in their mom's house for the rest of their life. If they don't have certain things set up, certain aspirations, certain goals, the kind of lifestyle that they're living, you can kind of tell who you should be telling your business to and who you shouldn't be telling your business to. That's going to help get you on track. So many times that we withhold this information, and we don't know, like, there's other people out there in life that has that missing piece to the puzzle that we're trying to make a whole. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so many little people, so many little things like people have to offer, and it could be stuff that they don't need anymore because it has no value to them. They got everything that they could from it, or they just need to pass it on to someone else. But that's like the one piece that you need to put in that puzzle so that you can move. Is that somebody at the door? No, that's next door. So that you can move on and become greater. So that's what I wanted to come on and share with you guys. This is not going to be a really long video, just something really short. So I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't, definitely feel free to ask questions, because I would like for this to become a conversation. I like having these kind of conversations with you guys, because most of the time what I do is I go back and watch them myself. When I make these videos, I always say, like, these videos are so much for me more than they are for you. I'm glad that you guys get something from them, but I make these videos for myself so that I can go back and look at them from time to time when I'm having a rough patch, or I can go back and see where I was months ago when I was having trouble, and then I elevated to another level. So I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't, definitely feel free to ask questions. And keep in mind, like I said, it's not, don't tell people your business. Don't tell the wrong people your business. So the people that you have in your circle, look at what they're doing in their everyday life. Look at what they do from a day-to-day basis. Look at what their plans are. Look at the things that they're into, what they're, you know, trying to get into, you know? So this young lady that I was talking to, like, she has her regular job, and then she has like a business that she's working on, and she's talking about, you know, buying a home. That's somebody that I would link myself to, because those are the things that I'm trying to do. So with that being said, she has information. She has all this wealth, like all this knowledge that she's just willing to spew out. And I'm just being a sponge. I'm going to be a sponge and take this all in, because this is stuff that I wouldn't have thought of, you know, like I wouldn't have even imagined, because it wasn't on my radar. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Right now, I'm going to go relax because I have a really, really bad headache, and I need to get through tonight so I can get back to Tampa. I'm homesick. And these people that are slamming the doors, they're giving me a really bad headache. All right, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the topic. And remember, if this is helpful to you in any type of way, let me see. Alyssa said, I have a question. Since I'm learning the law of attraction, how would you recommend for someone who is desiring to receive a contract to make room or prepare themselves? What kind of contract are you talking about? Is it like a work contract? Just so I can kind of help you a little bit more. And while you answer that question, I've done quite a few videos in the past where I talk about things that I did modeling agency. Is that my girlfriend's? Have you ever read the book The Secret, Alyssa? And on top of that, have you ever read the book Write It Down, Make It Happen? Just the movie. Okay, the book is pretty much just like the movie, so you have the knowledge of The Secret. So what about Write It Down, Make It Happen? Because that will be your next stepping stone. I can't remember who it is by. Let me see. What is her name? Harriet or something like that. Books. Henriette Ann Clouser is her name. Okay, so the book Write It Down, Make It Happen by Henriette Ann Clouser. It tells you of ways that you can kind of write things down to make it happen, just like the title says. So what I would do, if this is something that you really want, and I'll say this, like, you have to be able to believe that that's something that you really want, you deserve, and that you're going to get. A lot of people out there, they want things because that's what other people tell them. Like when I was growing up, I was so tall and thin. Everyone would tell me like, oh, you should be a model. You should be a model. And that was based on what they saw and what they believed modeling was, right? So I went after it for a little bit. I didn't do like hardcore trying to model or anything like that. And I remember I went out to, I forgot what agency it was in New York. And that very day that I went out to New York, I met Takara from Top Model. While I was going to New York, I met her in the train station. And then when I got to the actual agency, I met the girl Danielle that won another season of Top Model. I met both those ladies in one day. And I went to the agency and I wasn't what they were looking for at that time. And since then, I just dropped it, right? And I think I was only going after it because that's what people told me. Like they kept telling me I could be a model. Like I have the skin, I'm beautiful, I'm thin, I'm tall, I'm this, that, the third, but was it really something I wanted? You know, so first of all, it has to be something that you really want, not just because the lifestyle looks great, because there's a lot that goes along with it. There goes my girlfriends. Hey ladies. Hi.
Where my baby at?
I'm doing a video.
Oh,
no,
you're recording?
Yeah, you're fine. You guys are fine.
We got you a present. Am I in the video?
You might be.
Hi.
This is Ambrosia.
Hi. I brought you gifts of rum in a cake form.
You're a mess. I don't want to be in the video. Why?
You have a silent chick in the back.
I was talking.
On the side, boo.
I was talking about you in the video.
Oh.
I was
gonna have to watch it.
I was talking about, you know how people always say don't tell people your plans?
Yes.
But I was saying that it's more of don't tell the wrong people your plans.
That's true.
So you have to like tell the right people, because there's so many people out there that has like that missing piece to your puzzle to help you along the way.
Ain't that the truth?
That's what I was. This ain't church now.
Girl, don't get crying.
That's what I was talking about. I was just about to get off, but Alyssa, this girl on here, was asking me how. Huh?
What is that? What's her name?
Her name is Alyssa.
Just Alyssa?
Yeah, Alyssa Rangel. Okay. She was asking me, can you pass me some water out the fridge? And I fixed the fridge. Look at it, girl. I saw that everything was falling out.
Look at this logic here. That's what the sodas where they belong.
That's where the sodas belong, boo. And the little soda can holder. Just a water.
I think the big bottle or little bottle?
Big bottle. That's probably why I have a headache. I'm sorry, Alyssa. 1 second.
Sorry, Alyssa.
That's probably why my head hurts.
Girl, do you want one Excedrin?
I drink just we're gonna be okay.
I'm sorry, I don't push drugs.
Did you eat?
Mm-hmm.
Both of you there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God is good. Sorry, I'm in your video photo. No, you tilted it. You're good.
You're fine. It's still running. They know I'm.
Is it live?
It's live.
Oh, it's live. That's even better. So I can really run my mouth. You can't edit that out.
I sure can. So listen. All right, I'm gonna answer your questions, and I have these two other ladies here with me that can chime in. But Alyssa was saying that she's trying to get a contract and she wants to know how to prepare herself to receive it. And it's a modeling contract. And I started out by telling her, like, it has to be something that she personally wants. Mm-hmm. And not that it's something that people are wishing on her. So not having people telling her like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you're tall, XYZ. It has to be something that she physically wants. And then I told her about the book, Write It Down, Make It Happen. Have you ever heard about that book?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this book.
Right. So the book, Write It Down, Make It Happen, Henriette Ann Clouser, she talks about things that you can do to make things yours in the written form. So what I would do if I were you, I would start writing down, I am a model. This is, the agency, whatever modeling agency that you're going to. Write out the day that you're going to go to the agency, but write it like it just happened. Right? So, okay, I woke up this morning, I went to the modeling agency and oh my God, I can't believe it. They signed me. So the feelings that you would have if they signed you, start to feel that and write all that down. Because what that's going to do is put all those feelings out into the universe and kind of get things in line for you to receive it. If you are supposed to receive this, you will. If you're not, you won't. So not to say that the agency that you're going after, maybe you don't get that agency. Maybe you keep working at it and you get something else along the line. So don't get don't fall off the wagon. Don't get deterred if the agency that you're going after doesn't pick you. Just keep going at it, basically. But I would start out by writing, little affirmations around the house. I am a model for this agency. Just things that you can write down so that when you wake up in the morning, you see it, you feel it, you believe it, and that should kind of make things happen for you. But definitely read that book, Write It Down, Make It Happen. You can get it probably like on eBay for cheap, because I know I did. I didn't pay full price for it. Oh, she said, thank you.
Oh, so sweet.
Let's see. Monique said, Monique said, I'm struggling with starting my own business as well. Do you know like what kind of business? We got business up in here, extraordinaire up in here. Let's not get her started.
Yes.
Got me up in my damn room, ready to go home.
I know. Like,
y'all see my bags are packed, right?
Okay. Matrina.
I sure did pack my bag. My bag, my shoes are all picked up. My stuff is all in the car. I'm ready to go. It was a good trip, though. What? Girl? Hold on. What kind of company is this?
Oh, you got people in the inbox saying they can help her with that?
No. All right.
They commented.
I saw the comment and I'm like, what? Okay. She said porn star. No. She said moving from the Virgin Islands in December. It's a real culture shock. I'm an overthinker and like to control control of things in my way. Yeah. Vaginal steaming company.
Ooh,
what in the world?
Get that clean. Hey.
Is stop trying to do it all. When you become a business owner, you have to delegate.
Wait, say that again.
She needs to learn how to let go of that control and delegate. Being a business owner is about delegation.
Did you hear that, Monique? So she said, being a business owner, you have to learn how to stop being in control, like wanting to be in control of everything and delegate stuff off to people, because you have to be able, when you step away, when you go on vacation to the Cayman Islands, that people are not emailing you and texting you and all types of stuff about jobs. Okay. You have to
do it.
They'll still do it, but you have to be able to have other people in charge of that and trust them as if you were doing it yourself. So giving up a little bit of that control to the point where you're comfortable knowing that, okay, I have Charlie in charge of this, and when I get back, it's going to be done. You don't have to like micromanage and look over people's shoulder, because that's going to drive you crazy.
Consultants are your friend.
Consultants, girl, you better come over here and speak.
That's the girl right there.
She said, consultants are your friends.
Amen. With everything, be smart in your, what your rates are, what they're billing you.
Girl, come over here and talk. Girl,
no,
look,
you don't. You look cute.
Look at this. Look at
that's the business woman.
But wait, look at her.
Oh, don't look at me though.
Let me see your bathing suit. Look at her bathing suit. It says Baywatch. That is too cute. So she says, I'm a Virgo, and that's her biggest struggle. Girl, yeah. If you want to be successful, like, you have to be able to let go of, and I'm the same way too. Like,
it's true.
I put so much stuff on myself at work, and I keep saying, I'll do it, to the point where if I'm off the clock, like, I'll clock in to look at something on the computer to make sure it's done. Because I know, like, if I don't do it, like, the other person is not going to do it right.
But they say if you don't do it yourself,
right?
If you want it done, you need to do it yourself.
Right. Everything has half truths to it.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to train people to get things done a certain way, and they have to know.
But it's still not going to be the way you want it.
And that's the thing. But it has to be repercussions to when they don't do it the correct way, so that they know, okay, this happened the last time I messed it up. Let me make sure I'm doing it right this time. And not saying like it's going to be a write up or this or that, but something that you messed it up, then you need to fix it. Yeah. You need to make that phone call. You need to email that person and make it right. So that the next time it just basically became a lesson. And they're not going to make that mess up again. Yeah. Instead of
procedures are key.
Yes. Oh yeah. Procedures and like writing things down so that they can go back to it and look at, this is how I do this from step A to B. Like, those are the biggest things. They're so helpful, because no matter how many times you say a procedure, especially when you have multiple procedures in place, you're going to forget about this stuff. Like, you're going to forget like point A, point B, but when you have it written down, they can always go back and look at it. So that's a good thing as well. She said, you go, girl, talking about your Baywatch. Do you guys have any other questions while we're in here? We had fun. Oh God, yes. I was just telling them we came back from the caves, and I was kind of like, I'm kind of taxed. I'm kind of like drained, not like
up here working,
not like totally wiped out, but I was like kind of taxed. I was just like, my head started. Even though I drank water today, my head is hurting. I don't know why.
Girl, you need to put a half of an Excedrin.
I think it's my wig is on too tall. Did I sleep in it last night? I ain't take it off last night, did I?
You did sleep in it.
That might be it.
That's what it is. This is my thought. Girl, that was a cute outfit.
We might, child. We've been in here. We relaxed last night. This was a pretty good trip. I told them, like, this is the first girl trip that I've been on, and there was no drama. Nobody left early. Nobody got pissed off at, one another. It was like a really good trip.
You had to have the right group of people. I'm glad I got great friends.
I know, child, because
emotions.
I was scarred. I was like, well, I ain't never doing this again. I ain't bringing none of these heifers to my island.
She was scarred. Gave me the cold shoulder at first.
None of y'all can't come to the Barbados with me no more ever. We had a good time. We leave tomorrow morning.
Right early. She already got your taxi ready for 4:40 a.m.
Who, you?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, we all trying to leave together?
Not by y'all going. I'm staying. Y'all need to be at the airport a little bit
before you.
Because y'all gotta.
Oh yeah,
and it's a full flight in the morning.
So what time does the plane leave?
At
6.
We don't have to look at it right now.
Yeah, it leaves at 5:45.
That's fine. I checked this both in earlier when you sent that text, so that's cool.
Yeah. Y'all will get there in God's name. Amen.
So we leave before you.
Yeah, y'all leave before me.
Because
I
when
don't
you
have to go
get
through
there,
that.
you don't have to do all
walk
that
straight.
stuff.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, we ready. We just gonna lay down and relax the rest of the night. They already ate. I think I'm just gonna drink some water and relax for the rest of the night.
I might drink some tea.
Girl, yes, go make that Cersei tea.
Oh, my tea. Where my purse?
We went to the caves today and somebody got some Cersei tea. She don't know how it tastes, child, but we trying to tell her that thing is bitter. Okay?
Yawn.
Look at this damn, it looked like some damn weed. It is weeds. It
He
smells,
said it's good for your skin.
it smells like cheese.
It's good for everything.
Good for high blood pressure and your skin.
So
Go on and make that right now, girl.
I am.
Don't you have that little cup, that little thing under there?
Pack up first.
Oh, you don't want that tea to steep and get bitter? You tasted it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cut your belly.
Trash.
Oh,
But he said only take a little bit, like a shot glass at a time.
No, that's if it's really concentrated. If you get it clear.
But it's straight off the tree.
Wash that. I would
wash it off.
I would sip some of that in some water, like not the glass that's on the table, but the one in the tray over there, and rinse it off and then soak it in some water.
Those leaves are good for.
Girl, you don't do all that.
Drink it when you get back home.
You gonna do all that right now?
Nah, but how much?
Just
the pressure. I don't know.
Drink it when you get home.
No, I'm gonna take this little bit of mine.
You want this Ziploc bag?
Okay.
For what?
To put your tea.
Oh yeah.
She gonna be here talking about her stomach hurting.
And I'm coming for both of y'all. Got me picking.
Have you guys had Cersei tea before? Monique, you had Cersei tea before?
Pick leaves off the tree.
You picked your
It's like this bush that the guy picked while we were out there hiking in the caves and stuff. And he told her about it. That shit is bitter. It's like so damn bitter, but
I don't know.
She gonna live.
Check his license. While he over here recommending.
Telling us things. I'm like, half this stuff he told us about probably ain't true. I'm gonna look up that stuff about that. He was good though. He was telling us about the papaya trees and stuff and how to tell if it's male or female.
That was interesting.
I should get you this one.
Oh, what's that?
That's a light because you were looking for your.
That's cute.
It's really bright though.
All right, guys.
I like that. I need one.
All right, we are gonna sign off for the night. Come say bye, ladies.
Come
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
She's so damn.
I need to see oh, there it is. Bye, ladies.
Ambrosia has her own channel too, but she hasn't been on in a while.
And all my videos are blocked. Bye.
They're blocked?
But they can follow me on Instagram, Ambrosia Milan.
I told her she needs to do a damn channel about locks and traveling, like being a flight attendant.
Show them your locks. Take them down.
They long.
They long.
She like, they long. That's all y'all need to know. Y'all ain't about to be asking me no questions on her channel. It's so funny though, but I told her she can really do a channel on traveling, you know? Yeah. Like edit the videos and talk about her locks and traveling to different countries and states and all that good
I'll
stuff.
get there.
Yeah. She'll get there.
We'll get there, y'all.
All right, say bye. Bye, guys. Bye. And remember, if the message matters, share it with someone you love.
Oh, that's sweet.
Boom. See how we do it over here? I know. I got homework to do. Bye, y'all.